I want to tell you a little interesting story and the historical background of this vessel. Right? It's an incredibly capable vessel, steel, solid steel, almost 300 gross ton vessel, and it was built in 1997, and it was built for Japanese fisheries. So originally it was a Japanese fishing boat. So we like the irony of the story of taking this Japanese fishing boat and redeeming her. So now instead of taking from the ocean, she's given back to the ocean. So we just absolutely love that story about the history of this vessel. The original name of the vessel was Senshu Maru. And in 2016, I was introduced to Rob Stewart, the Canadian filmmaker, who came up with the original film documentary called Sharkwater. I think it was about 14 years ago now that documentary came out, and it had such a profound impact on the global psyche of sharks, and it was a winner of, I don't know, 60, 70 international film awards, and the impact it had around the world was so profound, and it was instrumental in convincing governments to enact anti-finning laws. So countries started to change their attitudes towards sharks. That's kind of like why Fins Attached is called Fins Attached, right? Because, you know, sharks get finned, and we think that sharks swim better when their fins are attached. So we like that name, Fins Attached, Marine Research and Conservation. So I partnered with Rob Stewart in 2016 because he had also been looking for a boat to accomplish what Fins Attached was trying to accomplish. So when I was talking with Rob, he was so excited and I was so excited, and we were coming together and we had one mission, one goal, to spread the word about sharks, to get more people to like sharks, to get more data and more research about sharks, to change policies. And so we were so super excited. And the plan was that Rob was going to come to Denver at the end of January of 2017, and we were going to make this big announcement at the Fins Attached annual fundraiser that, you know, Rob Stewart and Team Sharkwater had come together with Fins Attached, and we have this incredible vessel that we're going to go out there and make a difference and positive change when it comes to the marine environment. It was an unfortunate event that happened in Florida when Rob was filming for the sequel, Sharkwater 2, which ultimately got named Sharkwater Extinction. And 3 days before he was supposed to be in Denver with me for us to make this joint announcement for this boat venture, he unfortunately had his tragic incident and died. It was absolutely devastating to me. It was devastating to the conservation world. It was devastating to millions of people around the world that we lost Rob. And arguably we still haven't lost Rob. He's still with us. So in his honor, we renamed the vessel to Sharkwater after his original Sharkwater film. And so we're continuing Rob's legacy through the mission of this vessel, the Sharkwater Vessel. We have a poster of Rob inside as a constant reminder to us about Rob and what he stood for, and what conservation meant to Rob, and what it means to Fins Attached, and what it should mean to the rest of the world. So that's the tragic event. And the sad story of it was that the day that we secured the last piece of funding to be able to purchase this vessel was the day that Rob died. And that was an incredibly, I don't know if it was meant to be, because it was meant to bring more awareness to the world through the tragic death of Rob, but rest assured that Fins Attached and this boat is going to do all it can to keep Rob's legacy moving forward, and to still continue to educate people and change public opinion, because the public opinion is going to go a long way towards being able to save these animals from becoming extinct.
met my first shark when I was 9. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And the second it made eye contact with me, it freaked out. That whole experience removed all the fear I had.
15 years ago, I began a quest to save sharks from shark fin soup. We're killing up to 150 million sharks a year. How could this be happening?
The word is out in the Costa Rican government now that we're making Sharkwater 2. Is shark finning still happening in Costa Rica?
It's $1 billion industry. There's mafia rings trying to exploit the resource.
So we gotta watch our back.
You have to be careful. There is very bad players.
Cars pulled up behind ours. He looks Costa Rican.
Sharks are now renamed and fed to us. Pet food, livestock feed, and even in cosmetics.
You know, we spent 4 years trying to figure out what the biggest environmental issues were, only to discover this in our own backyard.
There's 2 Japanese geese.
We gotta get up there and see. Are they shooting? Yeah. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go.
5:13 p.m. Launch standards at Sector Key West Command Center. Received a report of a missing diver.
We depend on other species for survival. Removing sharks is removing part of the framework that allows life to exist on land.
The only option I have is to not give up.
I developed a distrust of humanity at times. Trying to figure out how we're gonna save ourselves. We still have a bright future if we want it, but we've got to do something now.
Humanity's going to rise to the challenge of tackling this. It's going to be amazing to see.